Welcome back, race fans. It's Apex Predator here again. So today we're doing another daily race C, a sport mode race of course, and today it's in the Red Bull Junior, cracking little car. They used to have this in GT6 along with its big brother, the standard Red Bull car. Really good couple of cars, very drivable. So here we go, 10 lap race, 10 laps of Maggiore, a popular track. And we're going to send it around the outside of the Spaniard in turn 1, claim the lead for turn 2. And that's all she wrote for that race. So this is what I'm saying. This is so after that rank drop from Interlagos the other day, I had a few easy wins. So that's the positive. If you have a few bad races where you get loads of penalties and your ranks drop and stuff, don't sweat it. You'll get some easy wins. So there we go. That was that race. Pretty much won in the first corner. I'm not going to bore you with 10 laps of me just pulling away. So we're hopping into another one. Now this race was a bit more interesting. You can see I've increased my rank in that last race, so I'm now AS and there's an SS on pole, so we're getting closer to SS again. Now this race is very interesting. I think I probably could have won this race. I made several mistakes, but it's a really interesting race, so I'm not going to do too much editing. There's a couple of cuts just to get rid of a few laps towards the end of the race, but I've popped in the other view in the corner because, like I said, I think this is a good race, pretty good race to watch. So we're doing a similar thing that we did in that last race, looking around the outside in turn 1 to try and claim the inside for this little bit here. But of course, then we'll be on the outside for this next bit, but then that will become the inside for, what is it, turn 4 this one? It's getting a bit tight though. Guy on the outside's kind of lost it a bit. We've had someone come through, left them room, we've lost a bit of drive. So back to 4th. I think we momentarily got up into 3rd, and here we are back to 4th, which is where we started. But yeah, really been enjoying driving this car. As we had someone up the inside there, we left them room and we just ran a bit wide, and we got a penalty for it as well. So not a great start, but can we have a good drive back? Because like I said, I'm feeling confident in the car. So alright, we're down to 8th now. 10 laps to go, no need for a pit stop, the car's fine on fuel. That guy lost it, we tried to sneak through, couldn't quite get past, and there we go, another penalty for that. But I'm not going to really focus much on the penalties. I kind of don't worry about them now, just get on with it. I think this guy was serving a penalty on the straight, so went to get past him, but he was very late on the brakes. He obviously did not want to lose that position, so we'll let him carry through. So into 6th at the moment, sort of within touch of the leading bunch. A little bit further back than I'd like to be, and of course we got that penalty as well, so it's not looking too good at the moment, but as I said, I want to try and make a race out of this, so let's see what we can do. Just about no Maggiore now as well. Obviously it's quite quirky with how much of the track you can use in some places. You need to be careful on that inside curb with this car, you'll see that later. But we're in the toe now. Cautious on the brakes there, but just because it's starting to bunch up a bit, I don't want to increase his penalty. So I'm going to pick my way through now. Plus the Dutch guy in front seems to be quite quick, so we're not being held up too much at the moment. See if he can force the issue and we can maybe capitalise. Yeah, this car's not as you'd expect really, with it being a single seater. It doesn't like large curves, so you see the little orange bits on the inside of these curves, and you want to be steering clear of those really. You can obviously use some curb on the inside, but if it's like a raised curb or it's got like quite a big elevated edge, you need to see look, so obviously you can run on these bits fine, but you see those little orange strips on some of these curves, those will unsettle the car. Obviously because it's creating a lot of downforce of the aerodynamics, as soon as it gets unsettled, it has quite a big impact on the car, on how the car feels. So best just to try and avoid them if you can. I'm very conservative into that corner for most of this race. Most of the time I don't like watching my races back, so I just see all the mistakes I make. We've got some good racing here though, if you look at the little camera in the corner. Some nice shots. So we're through to 4th, which is where we started. Just about held on to it. I think we're going to lose that spot. Now this guy in front was pretty fair. I enjoyed racing with him. The guy behind, not so much. So I'm going to look at the inside here, but we know the guy's going to still be on the outside, so we're going to leave him room. I know that Spaniard behind's looking for the inside, so kind of just let him do it. But we lost a lot of momentum there. I should have downshifted as well. So just cut to lap 4, which was we were just sort of halfway through lap 3 there when that guy got past. So we just cut to the end of lap 4. There he is. So he's made a little mistake at the start of lap 4. So we're looking to reclaim that position. There's a bit of contact there. I'm not sure if he didn't know we were there or just a robust defence, but there's another slight penalty for that, which is irritating. So here we go, pretty much exactly a lap on from when he got past us. But what we both need to do is crack on. We don't want to be losing touch, losing sight of the big picture. So that's ideal for me, him going off. Now I just need to attack. No need to fuel save in this race, obviously, even though it's 10 laps. The car was fine on fuel, so we can rev it out all the way. Probably save your braking there until just as your car pulls level with the curb. I was braking a bit sooner than that in the race, but I think in qualifying I was braking way beyond the braking markers, certainly. And yeah, the car really responds well to being driven. You have to drive it to get the most out of it. And what I mean by that is just, you see how there's almost no time where I'm not giving it some kind of input, even if it's just a small sliver of throttle or a small sliver of brake just to stabilise it. A bit like a kart, really. It's just like a bigger kart. That's how it feels to me. Just treat it like that. Mid-engine, obviously, rear-wheel drive. So now we're on to lap 7. Still looking to pressurise P3, but we're catching up a little bit. Just about in the toe. Take it right out to the edge of the track if you can. Good run through here. Going to be right up in the slipstream for his straight. It's the best chance we've had all race, really. And look, he knows not to fight it. He even signals to us, but he's not going to fight it. That's smart racing there. That corner looks fantastic in the replay camera. Pushing quite hard here. Ghosted car, look at that, very nice. So I think they've improved the back marker or lapped car ghosting in this 1.15 update. So I think what's changed is it's now ghosted for a bit longer. So on 1.14 and obviously previous builds of the game, the back markers were being ghosted, but it wasn't happening until right at the last second, which is enough to sort of put you off your line because you're not sure if it's going to happen. Whereas now, pretty much as soon as you can see it, if it's in your line of sight, it's ghosted if it's a back marker. So that's a good change. So now you don't really have to worry about it, which is good. It's how it should have been. You can't expect gamers to worry about, you know, letting the leaders back through and everything. Some people are just trying to keep a car on the track, let alone worry about what other people are doing. So I think that's a good move. It's a positive change that I've noticed playing today. And look, that gap to P2, because we're in third now, of course, closing down a little bit. And we're sneaking up on P1 as well. In qualifying, I was trying to get to a 153. I think a 153.5 was definitely possible. Certainly my optimal was like a 153.4, I think, in the end. But my actual best lap earlier was like a 140, you know, 150, yeah, 154 dead. It was just like 6 thousandths off hitting a 153. And yeah, the optimal was 153.5. So I've got loads of time left in that lap if I wanted to come back on a bit later tonight, maybe. But I'm not sure. In the races, I'm not sure anyone was hitting 154s really in the races. Mainly 155s, 156s. I think 155 is a pretty good race pace. And look, that gap's getting a bit closer. But it can bite you, this car. It lures you in because it does have a lot of downforce, does have a lot of grip. It is nice to drive. It's quite easy to drive as well. You know, it's not as fast as its big brother, being the junior variant, but it can still bite you. It does need to be driven. Yeah, and look, you see that back marker? You see how long he was ghosted for? So it's not even a concern now. You just know they're going to be ghosted, so you don't have to worry about it. Just literally treat it like a fast lap ghost replay or something. Much better, that. Big improvement. And look, we're right on P2 now. You will lose a bit of downforce following traffic. So if you're following with a corner like this one that's coming up, just bear that in mind. Don't try and attack it at your maximum pace. Here we go then. Final lap, what can we do? A bit too hot there, but we got away with it. Obviously no counter steer, obviously. No traction control. Careful there. Very easy for the car to go light on the crest of that hill and just oversteer. So you need to be calm on entrance so that you can have the throttle that you need to balance the car to push yourself out. Whereas if you're going too fast, you're going to need to be off the throttle at the point where you need to be on it, so the car will be a bit light and it's easy to lose it there if you're going too hot. Quite as nice as it could have been. We're just going to be in the tow at the important parts, so setting ourselves up well here. Again, we've got back markers. They're slightly distracting, but there shouldn't really be anything to worry about. And there we go. Now I was thinking, right, I just need to pull away enough of a gap from to P3 so his penalty doesn't come into it. So I was still pushing quite hard here. And we are catching P1 as well. Oh, a little bit too hard there. Yeah, I think if I ran this race a few more times, we could get some better results. But there we go. Had a couple of wins today, and this P2 was quite nice. It was just a good race. I really enjoyed trying to come back from. I think we were 8th at one point in the race. Just trying to come back, have some good racing, and just push. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the race. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you've enjoyed the new update. Let me know which cars you're liking, which cars you're not liking, what tracks you're hoping to see. Have you been on Tsukuba yet? I need to check that out as well. Let me know if you guys have liked the return of Tsukuba. And I'll see you all again very soon. Alright, thank you. Bye.